Roxy, where are you at? I see a little shark fin. Come here, baby. Watch out, baby. Watch out. What's up, guys? Yeah, you trapped. Good dogs. All right, so some good news. The water's looking a lot better, but I'm still gonna run the test on it right now. Make sure that it's kosher for the pups. Bad news is one of the lots near me, which provides a lot of the scenic tree line in the distance, is currently being logged. So I don't know how long I'm gonna hear the trucks, and I don't know how far they're gonna come to my property. And when I say that, it's those trees way off in the distance after the valley. That lot currently has a whole bunch of logging trucks and teams on there, and something I was worried about. More worried about them logging this lot over here, because I don't want to lose all those. For whatever reason, it seems like a lot of people in this area like empty lots. They don't want any trees on there. They just want to, I don't know, they'll have like acres and acres and acres of nothing and a house in the middle of it, and they're like, this is what I want. A lot of them don't want trees unless those particular trees attract deer so they can hunt. So I don't know, that's kind of foreign to me, because I want as many trees as I can without impeding on what I want to do. And wait there, Ranger. So I'm going to be adding more trees throughout the years, but it's going to be a process to try to, cover up what might be taken down. All right, it's looking like we're safe. That means you get to go to the water, buddy. I know you want to get out there. You want to go to the water? Yeah? Okay, hold on. All right, it's the start of week 3. Unfortunately, I don't know if I've said it yet, but they are logging over there, and I'm pretty bummed. Actually, I did say that. So who knows how far it'll get. Buddy of mine borrowed his mower, knocked down the main area. Zoom out here. Starting to get some of the trees into the ground, even though the fertilizer I paid for is not here yet. A couple of the trees are not looking good, and they did not arrive looking good. This Honeycrisp apple is looking terrible. This Bing cherry is not looking great, and this ice cream banana looks like it's struggling pretty good too. My pear, which looked great when I got it, is already looking a little I need to get it into the ground, but I have to wait until after tomorrow. And this plant's supposed to be a challenge in general. This is an actual black pepper plant. This is going to have to ultimately be in the greenhouse when it's done. So until then, I'm going to baby it. But rest of them are looking okay so far. So got the first blueberry in, and several more to go. Hey, Ranger, don't eat the elderberry, all right? Elderberry bush, don't pee on it. So, in the last video I talked about the family of geese and how it was kind of an uplifting day for me when I was having a rough start. For whatever reason, I was frustrated and things were agitating me, and they shouldn't have been, because everything I have going right now should just be things that are making me happy. There should be no reason why I was agitated. And like, I get to the property and those geese come out of nowhere, the parents and the babies, and just gave me a sense of calm and kind of made all those like frustrations like just disappear or whatever. And it's really weird because I talked about it being sort of like a blessing for me, and I have not seen them since. So like I was saying before, I never saw any sign of them on the property, like no nests, no geese in the water before the babies are hatched. Then all of a sudden I see them that day, and it's been 3 days later. I've been to the property twice, haven't seen a sign of them at all in either pond. And maybe there's another pond nearby that I just don't know about, which is very possible, but I don't know, it's just really weird how they were there on that day that I needed it, and they haven't been there since. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, it's a good day at the property. The water tested fine, actually looked a lot better today. All that blue and cookie stuff is gone, so it probably was the algae decomposing. And tested it for the toxic algae. It tested negative. The dogs had a great time playing in it. And yeah, tomorrow we're supposed to have a tractor out there to start bush hogging the area where the chickens are going to go. Then I can get my trees in the ground. 3 of the trees are not looking good. My Honeycrisp apple is looking absolutely terrible. I'm going to be surprised if it's still alive in a day or two. So they're under warranty, so hopefully it's not a pain in the ass to get them replaced if they do end up dying. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Hooray.
No, you're doing me a favor.
So then I gotta buy him lunch.
So, I'll wait till you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, burnout right there. Friggin', he's like a drift racer.
He's pointing at something.
Tokyo Drift. Pretty pooped. It was raining, kind of cool this morning. Now it's hot, kind of humid. Buddy bush hogged area where the chickens are gonna go, plus where the deer are gonna go probably. He saved the trees that were worth saving. He thinks that those little guys are either pecans or black walnut. I'm putting in some of my trees now. I'm even putting in the couple that I think are pretty much dead. Maybe once they're in the ground, they'll be brought back to life. Either way, if they die, the hole's already dug for the replacement because they should be warranted. But put one of the apple trees in the backyard. That one's looking good. Figure that'll one day bring shade for the dogs. There's my Honeycrisp apple that is looking pretty much dead, but we're gonna give her a go. Banana plant is not looking great, but I put that in. That is my mango. Dug holes for my cherries. One of the cherries is not looking fantastic. So there's gonna be a cherry tree, and then I think there is going my plum tree. So I'm gonna get those 3 in and call it a day. Hopefully by then my friends will be back to get the tractor because they had to go run some errands and I can go home. Other news, the geese, at least the 2 adults, flew in, landed in the water, immediately saw a ranger and took off. So they're around somewhere. Have not seen the babies yet though. So there you go. Good boy. So it's quite the juxtapose. They're ripping a lot of trees out. I mean, acres and acres of trees. And I'm planting trees. I'm gonna have to plant a lot more than I'm planning now to try to block out what this might open up. I'm assuming they're just logging it for money, and most of it will grow back eventually, but I'm hoping they don't decide to build something crazy over there, because that would kind of suck. But it is what it is, nothing I can do. Just keep going and do what I do. It's fun watering trees without irrigation. And the snake in my house, which is still in my house. I did attach this wheel to the gate, so it's a little bit user friendly. I got my last trees in. Blueberry, blueberry, elderberry, elderberry, different type of blueberry, different type of blueberry, raspberry, and a grape. And like I said, the snake's still in the house. A little concerned. Pretty sure it's just a garter snake. Based on the stripes that I could see, didn't look like a venomous snake. However, it is in the house. I have chickens coming in a week and a half. They're going to be brooding in here, or incubating in here. I don't know what they're called. The term, once they're hatched, they're going to be here under heat lamps, getting ready, and it's just going to be like an all-you-can-eat buffet for the snake. So, I got to figure something out. All right, I found him. And looks like just a little garter snake. He's pissed right now. I just pulled him out of his little happy spot. But yeah. All right, so he was going right back to the house again. I took him about an acre away. So sorry, guy, didn't want to do that to you. But unfortunately, kind of hurt myself in the process, but whatever. Blew his head off. All right, so back on the water cart. This is a dreadful way of doing it. Not saying it's going to be much better, but I'm going to be converting a couple of those tanks into water stations out where I have plants. I will initially, I know I'm gonna build one for the cart so I could take it around. I actually think the wagon carries more water, but it's harder to move around as you're moving around. It's obviously slushing around and falling out and all that good stuff. But gonna do a test run on one of the barrels, see if it works. From there, I'll probably build stations out where certain trees are, so it can collect rainwater, and then just, you know, be able to hook a hose up to it and water the trees and stuff. See, as you can see, it's all sloshing out. You get an excavator so we can start digging the ditch that I need for the geothermal cooling and heating. That, however, did not happen because we went to go pick up the excavator that we reserved, and they said we don't have an excavator. So I was like, all right, well, thanks for calling us, thanks for taking our reservation, all that good stuff. So we found one elsewhere, but it will not be here for a couple of days. So today is my birthday. So far I've watched the dogs play in the water, yelled at them a bunch because they won't come out of the water. Roxy's life vest already tore, so she doesn't have one today, and I don't want her getting too tired out there, and she was going pretty aggressive, so I wanted to get him out of the water. And yeah, my face is healed up, teeth are doing pretty good, gums are a little chewed up still, but it's fine. And I'll give you a little rundown of what happened. So when shooting a shotgun, generally. I've used one where there's a buttstock. Buttstock is in the shoulder. You're firing and your shoulder takes the brunt of the damage. So I have fired this one once before. It is my shotgun, but it was like a quick little bargain buy that I bought off a friend. Does not have the stock. And the one time I did shoot it, you know, I shot it normal. So the blast came this way and the hand took most of the impact, and it was pretty, you know, it was pretty painful or whatever. But this time, since the snake was down low, I was like this and didn't have the, you know, the stock to put in the shoulder, so I was just like this. And when I blew the snake's head off, it went this, and it just drilled me in the mouth. Total rookie mistake. Shouldn't have happened, but it did. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been an official hillbilly and lost a bunch of teeth, but luckily I didn't. I keep talking about how I need to buy stock for this thing, and I think I officially just, you know, realized I do need to do that now, because especially if I'm going to be shooting at snakes, I just don't have the wrist strength to, you know, I don't know. So it is what it is. But it's not all glory, right? So, start of the chicken coop. You can only go so far because I have to dig the hole for the geothermal stuff first. But we did something, and she's tired. She's ready to go. Want to go home? So, starting the framing for the chicken coop. Kind of making it up in my head as I go along, which isn't the best idea. But this is going to be the base runners. It's going to be essentially 16 by 16. They will probably be a 16 by 4 foot interior storage area for tools and chicken feed, and probably the solar system. I think I'm gonna have a 400 watt system set up just for the chickens. So kind of building it off where it's going to be set up, because tomorrow we're gonna come in, well, hopefully tomorrow we're gonna come in with the excavator, trench an area between the greenhouse, where the greenhouse is going to go, and the chicken coop. That's where I'm going to run the geothermal cooling and heating. So theoretically, my goal is that I'll be able to keep air pumping into the chicken coop when it gets really cold. So the ground temperature at that point should be around 50-60 degrees, which will be better than the sub 20 degrees that are going to be outside. That same thing will go into the greenhouse. The greenhouse will probably be a little bit warmer because there's going to be longer runs. But then also at the greenhouse, when it's in the high 90s and the hundreds and stuff like that, I'll be able to pump in 70 to 80 degree air to try to keep things from cooking in there. So theoretically, that's what I'm trying to do. So, and also vice versa in the winter time. If I want to try to grow year round, I should be able to get 60 degree air pumping through the greenhouse, which will hopefully help that out. So I don't know, I'm trying to figure this out as I go along, and hopefully I'm not wasting a bunch of time and money to do this. But I've seen people use it successfully. However, their systems are a lot bigger. They're going way deeper and they're going way longer. But they're also dealing with temperatures that are more harsh than here, so I'm hoping I can get away with it. So yeah, we'll see.